what the fuss is all about. They're just trying to find out who's Judy, who's Judy. Someone please lend us a hand. Solve this mystery if you can. Is he mice or is he man? Just who's Judy?
Who's Yehudi?
Who's Judy? Who's Judy?
Who's Jewish? It's a question people always seem to ask me.
Who's Judy? I'm Yehudi. There's Yehudi.
Is it 'cause of my name? Whenever people ask me, I think of that old movie Gentleman's Agreement, where Gregory Peck plays a Gentile journalist in New York who starts telling people he's Jewish for a story on anti-Semitism.
I'll be Jewish. All I gotta do is say it. Nobody knows me around here. I can just say it. I can live it myself.
This is 1947, 2 years after the gates of Auschwitz swung open to the world. Peck and his family go through things I've certainly never experienced.
They call me a dirty Jew and a stinking kite.
Look, I'm Jewish, and you don't take Jews. That's it, isn't it?
I never said that.
If you don't accept Jews, say so.
Don't raise your voice to me, Mr. Green. You speak a little more quietly, please.
So why do I still feel somehow threatened when people ask me if I'm Jewish? Like most male children born in Ontario in the 1970s, I am missing a small part of my penis. Of course, most people I meet casually are not overtly aware of this. Does my mother look Jewish? Here I am playing Santa at the yoga ashram. Have I ever set foot in a synagogue? Maybe to some kid's bar mitzvah. I was packed off to boarding school in Quebec. Catholic school. Weekends, I lived with a family who had a farm. I remember the odd comment, what terrible drivers Jews were, or that Jews kept kosher because in biblical times they were pig farmers and they could get richer selling rather than eating their stock. Nothing to do with me. Back in Toronto, in high school, girls, I don't know, white, Christian, Muslims. Yeah, some were Jewish. Then into the rough and tumble of journalism. People would ask me there, do I look Jewish with short hair, with long hair? And then last year, is she Jewish? Am I Jewish? What kind of a time is this to answer that question? I've decided, like Gregory Peck, to try telling people I am Jewish and go find out.
Maud's right this time.
It must be, Phil. It always is when you're this sure.
Listen, I even got the title.
I've come to Brooklyn to see how my new identity will play with a hardcore Hasidic crowd. Even the cab drivers wear skull caps.
This is the main synagogue of Glen Heights. Okay? Don't even attempt to go inside, they won't let you in.
Okay.
That much I know, okay?
Don't think anybody's gonna call me Kike around here. What are they gonna call me?
Shalom Aleichem, I'm Emmanuel Surfer.
Shalom Aleichem.
What's your name?
Jamie Kastner.
Jamie Kastner.
So what were you asking me?
I would like to know if you'd like to do the mitzvah of tefillin today, the phylacteries.
If we can film it.
Okay, sure, come with me.
So is he gonna ask if I'm, you know?
Sure. Do you have Jewish parents, mother, father, either one?
Yes.
Which one?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Guess that was the right answer. Thank you.
Sure. There you go, James. What's your Hebrew name?
Yisrael Yehuda ben Yosef.
Do you read Hebrew?
No. Seems to be buying my pronunciation, though.
Around there.
Wow. I'm inside.
When was the last time you've ever done the film, or have you ever done it before?
I don't think I ever have done it before.
You've never done the film? So the first time you put on the film, it's called your bar mitzvah. Ready? So we're gonna make you a bar mitzvah today. Does that sound good for you?
One, yeah, sure.
Okay, you all psyched, Jamie? You still out for your bar mitzvah? Hey guys, we're doing a bar mitzvah here in 770. Thank you. The first time Yisrael's about to put on tefillin in his whole entire life, you're gonna roll up your sleeve halfway between your elbow and your shoulder. Right around there.
Ouch.
How you feel so far?
Unnatural.
You're doing something that God told Moses, the Jewish people, to do. Machoto, Le'olam, Voed. And that's it. That means there's one God in the world. Each mitzvah we do, commandment, helps bring the Messiah a little bit closer to coming.
Aha. Wow. Do I already get to meet the Messiah?
How you doing, Rabbi? Yisrael, we just made him a bar mitzvah today.
And then nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Mazel tov, congratulations.
Thank you.
Should be a good beginning.
Yes, well, it came a bit late for a bar mitzvah, but
Never too late.
what the heck.
Well, I guess Gentleman's Agreement would be a short, happy movie if Gregory Peck wandered through Brooklyn today. But how will they see me out there?
Here we are. This is Washington, the hotbed from whence the dark forces of the Jewish cabal that runs the world are operating. According to Pat, you can feel the menace.
Do you start getting all touchy when you're Jewish? Or could there be something not quite kosher about even someone as mainstream as Pat Buchanan? Longtime Republican insider, 3-time presidential candidate, does seem to be clinging to some pretty old-school ideas about the chosen people.
Oh, look at that. Look at that knocker.
Pat seems to think that neocon Jews have taken over the president's brain.
Powerful. Hello.
But I'm sure just meeting me will help clear up this
Hi, how do you do?
misunderstanding.
Nice to meet you.
That was from Iowa in a Winnebago. On
Oh,
the
I
road
see.
In Iowa.
Pit bull of the far right on the prowl. Hi. How are you? I'm Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. How you doing?
How do you do? Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
This
Just
is
gonna just
Mark
do a
and Doug.
stand-up?
Yeah, why don't we just go?
Okay, let me
I
get my,
thought we were ready to, for you to whisk to your next appointment.
Can you
and,
call those changes in? Let me get the, take this, let me get my coat. Maybe I'll put a little powder on.
Sure.
Huh? Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I should have powdered.
This is about our neocon friends?
It is our yours and mine.
Okay.
And yeah, and it's just about.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, it's really about Jews, but never mind. This is quite a picture.
It's in a bus going across Iowa during the campaign of 1995-96.
I couldn't help but notice the title of the painting.
I didn't even notice it myself. What? Honorable? Oh, oh my goodness. Pit bull of the far right. I think that's what George Will called me.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is a clock that was President Nixon gave to my wife and I on when we got married.
Huh.
White House. It's not working that well.
Who knows? Maybe he has a perfectly good reason for lumping all us Jews together in one sinister pile. Tell me about who are the bad guys.
The Vulcans, as they're called,
They got together and decided that Bush was going to win this, and they attached themselves to him very, very effectively. And they were not making any progress at all on war on Iraq or intervention around the world until 9/11. And then they put their pre-cooked meal in front of the President of the United States, and he dug into it. And that's why we're in Iraq.
Now, you've made the point in the book that a lot of these people are Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that connection and why that's relevant.
Well, it simply is a reality. The neoconservatives, as Max Boot said, who's one of them, who said our Bible is commentary.
One of the Jews, sorry, he's one of the Jews or one of the neocons?
He's a neocon. He said our Bible is Commentary Magazine, which is the magazine of the American Jewish Congress. It is almost a defining characteristic of the neoconservatives. They are 100% behind the Israel of Sharon Shamir, and that is the truth. And
why is that, do you think?
Well, because I think they identify with the Israelis.
I'm just going to read a paragraph that's sort of apropos. I think you're even referring to some of it. And while many neocons are Jewish, most Jewish writers and intellectuals in America are liberals, and many are among the sharper critics of neoconservatism. Even on the right, not all Jewish writers are neocon, though support for Israel is broad and deep. I think what you're saying there is that the support for Israel is uniform among Jews on the right and the left?
My view is quite simply that Americans, we have a national interest which is American alone, and it cannot be defined by our allegiances and loyalties or concerns for countries around the world where our ancestors may have come from.
But they have
you're looking for answers that you're not getting.
No, I'm trying to understand this quite complex paragraph of your book.
I don't think it's very complex at all.
Well, it seems to suggest to me that you're saying that it's a disproportionate number of Jews who are in
I think you read the paragraph, I think it stands.
Okay.
Right? Why don't we call it a day?
Okay.
All right?
All right. Mm-hmm. It's a day.
Okay. Thanks for coming.
Okay. Thank you.
Good enough?
Thanks. Can you sign my book?
Sure.
Oh, thanks. Actually, that's the release form too. Well, so much for a civilized chat. I guess we're all just guilty of leading the world to hell for Israel. If that's the case, might as well check out what great rewards the Promised Land has in store for me.
Okay. Yeah. You want to move the camera?
This is our homeland?
Can I go up there?
Hi, we're from Canadian. Hi, Shalom. We're from Canada, from Canadian television.
Passport, please.
Oh, my passport. Can you pass the red bag, please?
This is where Jews are safe?
I'm feeling safe. I love how they ask you if you have a gun.
But
Hi.
enjoying all this isn't merely a reward. Renowned novelist A.B. Yehoshua tells me it's a Jewish necessity.
You are living, from the Jewish point of view, a very partial reality, while I'm living the totality and the compulsory life of a Jew. Jew can send me to war. For Jews, I have to pay tax. Jew can send me to prison. This is a total Jewish life, for good and for worse, whatever it is.
It seems to me that you're suggesting that it's in our hands to shape our identity.
Yes.
But here in Israel, I mean, you can't say that Israelis are not at the mercy of America, for instance. In fact,
we are not in the mercy of the country. I would say to you that America is on our mercy.
Really? Jews really are controlling the world?
Yes. America is in our mercy. We are doing what we want. We put settlements in all the territories. The Americans were saying no, but they did not do anything to us. Even there are many people that are accusing that America was going to the war of Iraq because of Israel. But I don't believe it. I would say America has done its calculation. It's a country of 300 million. A minority of 5 million will dictate to America what to do and what not to do. the Jewish in America are participating, and there are different Jews, different opinions, different conceptions. Every Jew has it.
That seems like Jewish freedom to me.
But here, the commitment is far more strong, far more compulsory than the commitment of Jews in the total life in the diaspora.
I don't know. I kind of like life in the diaspora. I always felt right at home, places like England. But nowadays, in the country that once came up with the Balfour Declaration granting Israel existence, Israel seems to have developed into a bit of a national obsession. Coincidentally, there's been a sharp rise in anti-Semitic crime here. Let's see what this guy'll do with a supposed Jew in his cab.
Are there a lot of Jews in London?
In certain parts of London, yeah.
Can you tell when do they look a certain way, would you say? Can you tell if someone gets in your cab as a Jew?
No, not all the time, no. No.
What about me?
Really? Yeah.
I'm a Jew?
I would say so.
How can you tell? Based on what?
Just a look. That's all.
Well, nobody's bashing my head in over it. But some Jews really aren't feeling much at home here anymore. After 28 years, American-born writer Carol Gould has decided to move back to the States.
I've been made aware of my Jewish roots in a very negative and a very angry and nasty way. And no matter how hard I've tried in dinner party situations, social situations, work situations, you cannot get your British non-Jewish friends to raise a smile. When they start talking about Israel, it's like this. It's a 5 minutes later, should we go to the theater? Carol, have you seen the new play on at the Barbican? But if you mention Israel, don't, Carol, we won't touch it. We won't talk about Israel. Israel, it's cruelty. Those people are starving. 50 years of those Jewish terrorists. I don't want to talk about it. We will have a fight. It is unconscionable. And I'll say, well, where do you read it? I read The Independent and The Guardian, and I know what's going on there. Somebody ought to do a tally of how many column inches are printed in Britain about Israel compared to other countries where there are these most staggering genocides, where in the past 10 years there have been such terrible things going on. South America, Southeast Asia, the Middle East, the Arab countries. We don't even know how many people are killed, stoned to death, heads chopped off in these countries. You don't hear about it. So there's this group of people in this country where all these poor Arabs are dying and starving and being killed. And British TV shows religious Jews davening at the wall, and then an Israeli soldier with designer eyeglasses shooting a Palestinian child. And that's the Jews. There is this mantra also that perhaps my British friends and neighbors and colleagues don't even realize is so unbelievably hurtful to me, that I can't speak. I cannot speak when they say this to me, is, you know, just because you had a Holocaust doesn't mean that you had to go and displace and kill all those Palestinians. Just because you had, Carol, you know, you people keep going on and on and on. It's 60 years ago, the Holocaust, and you had to create the state where you're killing all these people. And that is something I find I can't even express myself.
Come on. Holocaust baiting at every meal? Can things really be that bad?
Hi, I'm Jamie Kastner. How are you?
Then again, maybe she has a point. Veteran newspaper columnist Richard Ingrams feels that Jewish journalists are inherently too biased to be commenting on the Middle East at all.
What are some of the things you've been called?
Well, the interesting thing is I'm sometimes called a fascist and very right-wing, anti-Semitic, that sort of thing.
In fact, Ingrams feels Jews are so biased, he won't even read letters about Israel from people with Jewish names.
I said whenever I got a letter defending Mr. Sharon, I looked at the bottom of it to see whether the author had a Jewish name, and if they did, I tended not to read the letter. And that, for some reason, that caused a terrific offence to a lot of people. You grotesque what you've written, and you look at the bottom and you see if it's a Jewish name, just chuck it away, because they've got an interest, but they don't say that. They don't say, I am Jewish, or I am a Jew, I am an Israeli, this is what I think. They just write like that, an ordinary member of the public who's very annoyed by what you said.
So if it's an anti-Israeli comment from a Jewish name,
Yeah.
do you throw it out? Do you read it?
No, I don't
Then you
agree.
read
Yes,
it.
yeah.
But so then you're only reading letters that you agree with. Isn't that the danger of...
My bias is anti-bias, isn't it? I mean,
Whoa,
that's what you're saying.
that's heavy, man. So, I mean, you were accused, as you said, of being anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
And so what finally then do you think of that charge?
Well, all I can say is that I'm not the only one. So that there's security in numbers.
That's the good news?
Yeah. And that is kind of comforting, because then you think, well, it's part of a pattern. Anyway, let's talk about something else, because I'm beginning to feel anti-Semitic.
I guess words alone can never hurt me, but look at this. 23-year-old Paris salesman Ilan Halimi is kidnapped for ransom by an Arab gang who figures all Jews are rich. Turns out Halimi's not, so they torture him for 3 weeks and dump him for dead? Are people really getting killed just for being seen as Jews? Haven't Jews been peacefully integrated here since the war? Am I now going to get kidnapped on my way for a croissant?
Salut, oui, et toi? Bonjour. C'est Marc, Doug, et...
I asked Michael Sebon, author of L'Chaim, a novel about recent anti-Semitism in France. He says Jews here are somehow being blamed for the woes of more recent immigrants, especially when anything erupts in the Middle East.
Je vais te montrer une synagogue. Faut que je trouve le code. Ça, c'est une synagogue ici.
Ah bon?
Ouais.
On saurait jamais?
Ah bah oui. Parfait. Bye. Attends, viens, on va voir si c'est... Voilà. Ça, c'est la synagogue où je prie. Ça, c'est l'entrée de la synagogue. D'accord? Ça a été brûlé.
This has been burned.
D'accord? Et je me rappelle du jour où ça s'est passé. Ça s'est passé un Shabbat. Donc, le vendredi soir, je suis venu prier, il n'y avait rien. C'était normal. Et le samedi matin, c'était brûlé comme ça. Et j'arrive samedi matin, et je rentre, et je vois les gens qui sont là en train de prier, tout ça. Et finalement, ça a choqué personne. Et j'ai dit, voilà, c'est ça où on est arrivé aujourd'hui. Ça a choqué personne. J'ai dit, mais on va porter plainte, on va aller à la police, on va voir qu'est-ce qui se passe, etc. On dit, mais non, on les attrapera jamais, on va savoir qui c'est, on peut pas savoir, quoi, finalement. Puis peut-être, comme tu dis, peut-être on n'est pas rare, c'était simplement juste un incendie à ce moment-là.
Attends, on attend à ce qu'il passe.
Voilà, t'as vu?
Qu'est-ce que... quoi?
Elle a dit, voilà, c'est des juifs.
Vraiment?
Ouais. Enfin, je suis presque sûr. Ou alors je suis parano, c'est les deux, mais je suis presque sûr. Ouais. Boker Tov.
It's intense in Paris, in France.
Synagogues burning? Jews in denial? This has a disturbingly familiar ring. Seban says one oasis in which I may still enjoy a peaceful cup of coffee is the Parisian suburb of Sarcelles. My first stop, a Turkish cafe.
Les gens ils vivent très bien ici, il y a une bande entente, donc c'est agréable de voir ça. On peut parler avec tout le monde, on peut avoir des dialogues avec tout le monde, donc il n'y a pas de problème, quoi.
Nous, on est d'une génération où on a vécu en communauté avec des Juifs, avec des Arabes, avec des Noirs, des Africains.
On est tous des frères, hein? On est tous des potes.
Non, c'est vrai, on a une très grosse communauté. On a une communauté israélite, une communauté musulmane, une communauté turque, et on est très très bien en 50. On n'a pas de merde, comme on dit, comme dans les autres banlieues.
What, I wonder, is the secret to this rare attitude? Could it be exported to the rest of France?
On fait une émission pour la télé canadienne à propos des Juifs. En connaissez-vous quelque chose?
À propos de quoi?
Des Juifs?
Oui, que on est. Oui.
Vous êtes Juif?
Oui. Pourquoi?
Et...
Non, mais c'est vrai, je peux pas.
Non, c'est une bonne question. En effet, le film, c'est à propos de cette question. Mais c'est comment vivre ici à Sarcelles?
Là, il y a une très bonne communauté déjà.
Oui.
Et
Quoi? Qui ça?
C'est vrai, il y a beaucoup de vols de portables.
Ah bon?
Ouais.
Les Juifs volent les portables?
Non!
Que pensez-vous des Juifs?
C'est une question à piège, ça.
À pied, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire?
Piège?
Pas du tout.
Vous voulez la guerre
Pourquoi?
aussi, quoi? Ouais, non, on pas parle. Ben oui.
Mais non.
Chacun de son côté.
Non, c'est pas chacun de son côté.
Non,
Il y a
pourquoi on a
gens
des
qui
amis
travaillent.
musulmans, c'est pas vrai, je suis pas d'accord. On a aussi des amis musulmans, mais.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils ont les feux? Ils ont tout. Moi je connais des Arabes, ils ont beaucoup plus que les Juifs. Hein.
Non, voilà, il y en a qui disent ça, voilà.
Faut pas généraliser. Hein.
Vous êtes dans un endroit qu'il ne faut pas parler ici.
You need to
Oui.
go.
Ah, faut parler vers l'endroit là où il n'y a que les feux, c'est ça.
Ah non, je parle pas. Non,
Mais
ma
non.
soeur elle habite ici. Qu'est-ce que tu racontes? Ma soeur elle habite dans cet immeuble. N'importe quoi. Mais non, je crie pas, mais vous dites là où il y a les feux. Je sais pas.
Don't stay
Mais
here.
ma mère elle habite dans un
Very
truc.
dangerous here.
Really?
Yeah.
Mais non, parce que
Why
on
don't
est à
happen?
côté de vous, vous êtes en train de...
Because too much Arabs here.
Allez plus haut, vous allez voir, il y a que des Juifs là-bas, c'est leur ville ici. Ils sont beaucoup et c'est leur ville ici. Ils dominent les gens ici, les Juifs.
Ah bon?
Ils dominent la terre.
Ils sont tous riches, les Juifs? Pourquoi?
C'est pas une Mercedes. C'est pas une Mercedes. C'est pas une
Du business
Mercedes.
avec le maire.
Mon frère.
Comment? Quel lever le matin de bonheur. Bien sûr, vous. Voilà.
Il faut bien qu'on vous donne du boulot.
Bah, excusez-moi, moi ça fait 10 ans que je suis au RMI et ça fait 10 ans que je suis pas travailler, je suis juive.
Mais où t'as vu la pluie? Nous on travaille même pas. Non, on aurait
On a
trouvé.
envie d'aller travailler et gagner de l'argent.
Il faut aller travailler.
Eux, déjà, ils sont venus avec leur argent. C'est vrai, nos parents, ils sont venus pour travailler, bosser et tout.
Mais attendez, mais on est mais ça me tue ça. Voilà.
Je travaille toute ma vie. Depuis que je suis arrivée en France, j'ai mis ma pièce, je ne sais pas encore carte
La
d'identité.
plupart des commerces sont tenus par des Juifs.
Ah bah c'est parce qu'il n'y a pas de musulmans ni chaldéens dans le...
Les centres de travail.
Moi, je travaille, je suis électricien.
Comment c'est lettre de motivation?
Pourquoi je veux savoir combien
ils ne prennent même pas. Allez voir la synagogue. La synagogue, c'est un palais.
Ils ont protégé, on dirait. Mais avec des
Merci. Une question encore. Et qu'est-ce que vous pensez si je vous dis que je suis juif?
Ah, si t'es juif, on t'aime pas. Moi, je t'aime pas, moi.
Pourquoi?
Parce que t'es juif.
Pourquoi? Dis-moi pourquoi tu ne m'aimes pas. Si je suis juif,
Voilà, c'est ça la réponse.
explique à moi pourquoi tu ne m'aimes pas.
Parce qu'ils n'aiment pas les musulmans.
Non, à moi, je suis, pas il. Dis-moi à moi pourquoi tu ne m'aimes pas.
Ils sont corrompus. Ils travaillent avec
Non, à moi, pas il. Je suis juif. Alors dis-moi pourquoi tu ne m'aimes pas.
Parce qu'un jour ou l'autre, le jour où tu pourras me la mettre, tu me la mettras. Voilà.
Tu penses?
Ouais. Voilà. Un jour ou l'autre, le jour où tu me la mettras, un juif, c'est comme ça. Le jour où pour me la mettre, tu me la mettras.
Mais comment ça? Comment ça tu peux me dire?
Parce que c'est des bâtards.
C'est des traîtres.
Non, mais pas eux, c'est moi.
Ouais, mais toi, c'est la même chose, si t'es comme eux. Au début, c'est ton copain, le jour où il pourra te baiser, il te baise. C'est ça, le jour où il pourra te baiser,
Je ne veux pas te baiser.
Mais pas maintenant, dès que tu auras l'occasion.
Je t'amènerai manger d'abord.
Oh le con. Oh le con. Non, c'est ça, juste. Le jour où il pourra te baiser, il te baise, c'est ça, nous on est race, voilà. Chacun sa mère, chacun son côté.
Be a good time to leave Salsel before I get a second circumcision. Whew.
Hasn't Germany spent the last half-century working through all this?
First time on Nazi home turf.
They sure like their monuments here. They've even built some really nice ones to us Jews. Swell.
Kung Herre, hochgelobter Gott, was du vermocht. Du luchtest mit dem Tage und finsterst mit der Nacht.
Singer Yalda Rebling and artist Anna Adam tell me that lately, Germany's been memorializing Jews in more than just bronze.
Yiddish is a language, it is very close to German because it comes from the medieval German, and it is a language with humor, with warmth, with a lot of good of energy, very different to the German language. So people started to like it. And so you could find more and more non-Jewish musicians who behave like Jews and try to look like Jews.
They wanted to look like typical Eastern Jews from 1910, for example.
It's a good look, I mean.
Yeah, it's a good look, but with blonde hair and turnshoe.
Sneakers.
Sneakers, it looks somehow crazy.
I seem to have missed the heyday of Gentile klezmer here, but I'm just in time for Germany's most concrete Valentine yet to dead Jews, the 2,711 slab memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe. I wonder why Jews and Gentiles alike seem so irritated by its founder, journalist Leah Roche.
We don't need a journalist who makes a monument, a very big monument, and gives herself a Jewish name because it sounds better than a German name. We don't need these people. We can do it on our own way.
This is Leah Roche.
Yeah, her name is not Leah.
All right, well, shall we go down then? And
Downstairs?
Yeah.
To the place of information.
Yeah, that's not good? We figured the whole interview would take about an hour. And
1 hour in the rain.
Well, 40 minutes? I don't know. A half an hour? A half an hour?
It's the same than 1 hour.
A half an hour?
Okay, tell me the questions.
Tell me about how you first started working on the memorial. What was your initial...
No, we do it...
Oh, you want to do it upstairs?
No, you want to do it upstairs, not here.
Okay, well, now I'll do it here. I'm flexible now.
Could you decide upstairs or downstairs? Could you decide this?
I think...
Because I do not want to tell you everything twice.
Okay.
I by myself can't stand it anymore, these official memorials where people are sending and are so sorry, and the next day everything is forgotten. And we are still living with the nightmares, and our children either. So, and there are fake places, the beautiful new Holocaust monument, not only we, but several people were fighting against it.
2 days after the memorial opened, Ms. Roche proposed implanting into one of its concrete slabs a stray tooth she'd picked up in a concentration camp.
This is one of the things I read about that people criticize about is something to do with incorporating a tooth into the memorial. What was the story with this? It was kind of hard to understand from Canada.
Wir fanden im Belzec den Backenzahn im Sand. Die Leute sind darüber gelaufen mit ihren Schuhen. Und wir hatten eine polnische Dolmetscherin und die sagte, schau. Und ich habe den Backenzahn hochgehoben. Und ich wollte nicht, dass irgendjemand wieder darüber läuft mit den Schuhen. Das war ein eingezäuntes Gelände, aber man konnte ganz einfach rein. Das war keine Gedenkstätte, gar nichts. I have had this, I think, for 17 years. And
maybe longer than the person it belonged to.
You know, there were people and friends, and Eismann also said, this is a cemetery for Jews.
And then, a Swiss newspaper discovered that the company providing the memorial's anti-graffiti spray, Degussa, was linked to the makers of Zyklon B, the poison gas used in concentration camps.
And there were Jews, da waren Juden im Kuratorium. 2 von den 4 Juden haben gesagt, Degussa geht nicht. Das ist für uns Zyklon B. Wir können über diese Hürde nicht rüber. Wir sind dagegen, dass Degussa den Auftrag bekommt. Und da gab es 3 Wochen lang heftige Diskussionen. Das Kuratorium hat sich dann entschieden, gegen den Widerstand der Juden, der jüdischen Mitglieder des Kuratoriums, Degussa dennoch den Auftrag zu geben. Wenn man in das Stehlenfeld hineingeht, zwischen den Säulen sich entlang bewegt, soll man versuchen nachzuempfinden die Verlassenheit der Juden damals.
Can any monument really do that?
Frauen gesprochen, die haben gesagt, sie haben Herzklopfen bekommen, wenn sie da oben durchgegangen sind. Sie haben das versucht nachzuempfinden. Das sind Menschen mit Fantasie, aber wissen Sie, das Schlimme ist doch an der Menschheit, der Mangel an Fantasie. Die auf der Seite der Sieger sind, sie können sich nicht vorstellen, sie würden auf der Seite der Verlierer sein. Die Nicht-Juden können sich nicht vorstellen, sie wären Juden. Die Nicht-Zigeuner können sich nicht vorstellen, sie wären Zigeuner gewesen. Are you Jew?
Why? Why do you want to know?
You asked me so many things. I asked you.
I know, but I'm curious. Why do you want to know?
Now, maybe you have a special interest. Maybe you're only interested in making a film.
Why? You mean only a Jew could be interested in making a film?
No, not only a Jew, but a Jew especially. Are you Jew?
Well, if I answer yes, what will it mean to you?
Nothing. Just only to know.
I mean, if they want to know what it feels like so bad, why don't they just round up their citizens again and stick them in concentration camps and put them in showers and turn the gas on? I mean, that would be a fairly accurate memorial. Keep trying to find different ways to make big slabs of concrete the Auschwitz-like experience. I mean, why not just go to Auschwitz? You know? They did it perfectly well the first time with great efficiency. Suddenly they can't quite figure out the right way to do it. Oh, well, if only we hadn't tried and gotten rid of all the good war criminals, they would be the people to ask how to design a good Holocaust memorial.
Here's a memorial. Not that it was intended to be one. Here are some of the 60,000 Jews who still lived in Krakow in 1939. I'm somehow hoping that here, at least, some lesson of the Holocaust might outweigh all the symbols. My guide, Marek, tells me that Krakow, mysteriously, still has a thriving Jewish district.
You'd like to you collect some information about the Jewish in the past, how they used to live.
Yeah. Well, are there any Jewish in the present?
According to the survey, according to the Jewish congregation, it is said that about 150 Jewish just now live. But before the Second War, it is said that about 65,000 Jewish used to live, which was about 30% of the whole population in Krakow. We have to go to some places, I know, when you can find someone, a Jew, you know.
Oh, yeah? There are still a couple?
Yes.
Is he Jewish?
It's difficult to recognize who is Jewish, who is not Jewish, because people are the same. There is no differences.
There's a lot of Jewish restaurants here.
Yes, the name like Ariel, very popular. They serve typical Jewish cuisine style. Another restaurant which is called Aleph, the first letter in Hebrew. Very popular place for tourists.
Can we have a look at the menu?
Sure.
Thanks.
Matzo ball soup, important soup to hold in a Jewish restaurant.
Yes.
In our restaurant, you can enjoy your meal with some nice kosher wine, which we are having straight from Israel.
Is kosher wine any good?
It's very nice.
I'm surprised to find so many Jewish restaurants here. I mean, they
What I
appear to
want
be
to
Jewish
know is,
restaurants.
do the Jews, the few 200 Jews that are still left here,
Yeah.
do they still live in this area, or are they scattered around the city?
Are they running the restaurant?
I don't think so, because tonight's Friday night, it's Shabbat, they wouldn't be open.
Oh, right, right. Often in Jewish restaurants or in conventional Jewish restaurants, it would be hard to go, well, they wouldn't probably be open on Friday night, or they wouldn't have the klezmer.
Our restaurant is open every day.
Huh. So it's even better than an actual Jewish restaurant.
So maybe because of the owner is not a Jew.
Have a look, Steven Spielberg, the photographer.
Oh, yeah. Tell me how the tourism has changed since Schindler's List.
I noticed that many tourists, visit this place.
Well, I, for one, have never seen our image doing better. Hate to get in the way of all this love of dead Jews.
Each evening we are having the live klezmer Jewish music. Typical klezmer instrumental music. Some of them are with some songs in Yiddish and Hebrew language as well.
Are they Jewish?
No.
That synagogue, it's closed down. It's called Kupa.
What a waste of a good restaurant opportunity.
Yes, I think. The synagogue temple, it is active synagogue. And on Saturdays, they arrange services. They have services.
For whom?
For people who come from Israel or not Orthodox, but Reform Jewish.
Right.
Do you want to come in?
Decisions.
Okay, make a decision.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if we have to ask. Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to ask and
stay
see?
Here, I ask her.
Okay.
If we can.
Sure.
How many people? 1, 2,
3?
3 people, okay.
Oh, sure, the actual Jewish places they don't want to let you in. Huh. Fine. Bagel Mama.
Okay, we can come in.
Oh,
do come in, please. Moment.
Yeah?
Pay her first because it's a problem. How much? 5 zloty each, yes? 5 zloty każdy płaci. 1, 2, 3.
Is she Jewish?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Finally, to give some money to an actual Jew would be a pleasure.
Because it's problem with making photographs, but if you pay, it's okay.
Oh, is that what it says in the Torah? Okay.
Tak, 4.
Thank you. I'd like to talk to her for a moment.
Okay,
so,
it's okay.
you're actually Jewish?
Czy pani jest Żydowaczką?
Proszę?
Czy pani jest Żydówką?
Nie, Polka.
Polish.
Oh, she's not Jewish. Oh, okay. Can I have the money back then?
No, Niemka.
I thought she was Jewish.
Polka.
She's Polish.
Oh, I'd like my money back. I thought she was Jewish.
To niech pani wrzuci pieniążki, bo pani nie jest Żydówką.
Thank you. Thanks.
Tak?
No, bo to tak jest.
Thanks anyway.
No.
Here, take this off, Mark.
Ja potem pani ten.
Thanks anyway.
Ale dlaczego?
No taki zwyczaj jest.
No taki zwyczaj pewnie u nich jest.
Zwyczaj.
Thought, if she was the one Jew left in this town, she deserved, $5 for surviving. But
Yes.
maybe we should go to Bagel Mama instead.
Okay.
Is Bagel Mama open?
Bagel Mama. Closed.
Who'da thunk? So close to Jewish ground zero, things would have taken such an affectionate turn. Makes visiting a concentration camp almost seem like fun.
Hi. I just wonder if you could help me.
Yes?
We need to go, we're going to Auschwitz, and I wonder if you could tell me which way.
Right. Second block to the right, then up to the bridge, left. Keep going, and then you'll see Kościuszki Street.
We're looking for Auschwitz, yeah.
You must go to Autostrada,
Yeah.
turn right to Autostrada.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And to think there was a time when no one even knew it existed, let alone how to get there. This is progress. Everybody's going to Auschwitz. Take the kids, bring the whole family. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I mean, let's face it. It's pretty fucking creepy to be driving, to be going in the direction of, I mean, why would anyone go to these places by choice? Why am I going by choice? Apparently there used to be a queue of trains outside Auschwitz because the ovens weren't working fast enough. What is there to say? Museum Auschwitz. What a quaint name. Guess, this way to the death camp doesn't bring as many tourists. Probably would anyway. You got a winning product. Hello, folks. Bring a picnic lunch. Bring the whole family. Oh, the bar. Let's go to the bar. I think that's a good place to start. I'll have a Manhattan. I better have a hot dog first. Even though we are in Poland, I don't think I should start drinking on an empty stomach. They good? Good hot dogs?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. If only they had had this while the camp was actually operating. But dry. See if they serve Manischewitz. Do you have anything to drink? Any alcohol?
No alcohol.
No alcohol. I thought it was a bar. If ever there needed to be a bar. Hi. Do you have any T-shirts?
No, we haven't.
No.
13 zloty.
Now, won't these look lovely above the mantel?
So we'll go inside the camp and we'll visit also some barracks, prisoners' barracks. And also we will follow to the roll call square, then to the gas chamber and the crematoria. So follow this way, please.
Real live Jew available for comment, interview, or circumcised penis print. Good day to you too, Father. A donor plaque. This barracks could be restored and conserved thanks to the financial support of the government of the Kingdom of Belgium. Well, better late than never. Corpses of prisoners shot while trying to escape were often displayed here as a warning to others. Camp orchestra had to assemble here to play marches while the prisoners filed past. This was to help prisoners keep in step, make it easier to count them as they went to and from work. Can't say I particularly feel like going into any of these buildings. Forgetting them means letting them die again. Dead, 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 dead. Dead, 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 dead. Dead, 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 dead. The Ten Commandments. A bit late for that. I don't particularly believe in grave sites and all that stuff, so I mean, the fact that all this happened is horrible enough. Arrested for her resistance activities, she was jailed and tortured at the Prague Gestapo. She was deported to Auschwitz in December 1943, maintaining contacts with the Polish underground movement. Rosina Lauszyrova passed the selection into the women's camp where her traces disappeared. Oh, maybe it's good. Christians are forced to come and read this. It's strange, eh? Weird and antiseptic. It's like we're all like this. I mean, it's just strange. It's strange to have it preserved here like some kind of movie set for our benefit. And all these people in their little tourist outfits. The hipster shoes for the young. Looking dutifully grim, hiding their smiles and eating their lunch. I can't decide if I really have to do any more of this. What do you think? Do I have to?
You have to.
Why? off any of the camp at all?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because we have to go to the ovens.
Why? Why do we have to go to the ovens?
Because we should.
Everyone seems to be going in there. That must be the good one. Oh, God. You know what? This is fucking horrible, and I don't need to see any more of this, and I'm not going to any ovens or anything else. I'm going home. So you can call me Yella. You can call me a lily-livered yid, but I don't gotta stick my head in no ovens to know that it happened, to know that it was awful. I think this whole fucking place should be blown up, and the people who did it with it. How's that for Jewish identity?
Now you know it all. That's the place they really get at you. Well, you can quit being Jewish now. There's nothing else.
Thanks. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye. See you again.
So you're probably wondering, am I actually Jewish? Oh, why do you want to know?
There's a name on every tongue, Grandpa, Grandma, and the young. What the fuss is all about, they're just trying to find out. Who's Judy? Who's Judy? Who's Judy? G-Man Hoover's
You can read an interview with Jamie Kastner, the director of the film, by logging on to bbc.co.uk/BBC4. Coming up next, Crisis at the Castle.
He's a 1940 dude. On his face he wears a snood. I wonder how they shoot the food. To Beauty. Heard a voice so weird and feeble coming from the old church steeple. Said, tune in, are we the people? And here, Beauty. Who's Judy? Who's Judy? The other day between 4 and 5, another voice and 6 alive said, Dick me while I drive a Clive. Who's Judy? I'm Yehudi. There's Yehudi.